Good evening, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. Is that right? Today's Friday? Yes. Oh my goodness, guys. I am so cold right now. I have been like bundled up almost all day today. Would it be so weird that just a couple days ago I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot, I can't sleep like this. I had to have a fan on me. Finally broke down, put the air conditioner in my window. It's letting freezing cold air in now. And it's so frustrating. I was like, I should have just held out a little bit longer and been like, you know what, I can do another 3 days or whatever of this hot, like almost 90-degree heat, and without having to suffer the 50-degree high that it was today. It was like 50 something, I think, it's a high today, and now the gaps in the air conditioning is letting all of the freezing cold air in right now. The only time I was not in my sweatshirt was actually while I was cleaning out the fridge, guys. I got to so much stuff and still not nearly as much as I wanted to today. So I don't remember if I told you guys my mom was supposed to be coming home probably on Sunday. I actually think that she's coming home tomorrow from the hospital after her surgery. And so yeah, it was originally, I think they said it was supposed to be the next day, like she was supposed to come home today, and she's like, honestly, I really don't see that happening, but the doctor was trying to be super optimistic. And then my mom was like, I sort of want to like still be in the hospital until Sunday. But they said that she would probably be released, like, they said Saturday, and then like the nurse came in, I guess, and was like, you don't look like you're gonna be released until like Saturday afternoon or something like that, just because of like her pain level and all that kind of stuff. This was similar to my mom had her neck surgery back, I don't remember when that was. It was a while ago. Like I think it was in I don't remember. But she ended up having it a handful of years ago. She had to have another one. And so she was in the hospital for like 5 days after the first one. So she was like, I don't know why they think I'm going to be going home the next day. I still think it's like sort of still a little bit early, but anyways, so but she's been doing better. However, like today she's been like texting and stuff like that, and not everything that she's been saying has been like totally fluid. She's totally all over the place right now, where she's like, oh, because my dad's birthday's tomorrow, or not tomorrow, it's on Sunday, and so we have like, there's all kinds of stuff that we need to also get done for like that, but then also too, like for my mom coming home. So she's like, oh, you know, when we do like, you know, cake for like my dad's birthday, she's like, why don't we do a Sunday bar so that I can still eat the ice cream, because she can't have anything, like she is having like a hard time swallowing. And she can only be like on a like liquid and or soft foods diet or something like that. So like I actually ended up making her mashed potatoes today. I'll tell you guys all about that too, and everything that got done in the kitchen today. But oh my goodness, guys, yeah, so she's all over the place too. And then she's like, okay, you also need to make sure that you wrap the presents that I have. They're under, like she had hid them under a table in her bedroom, which is funny though, because my dad was cleaning the bedroom like before she comes home, and I was like, I really hope he didn't end up like seeing all the stuff that she hid underneath there for him, because it's for Father's Day but also for his birthday too. So anyways, yeah, there was that stuff. But then she was all over the place too. She was like, so can you wrap that stuff? Oh, and she was like, can you also make sure that I have sweatpants and shorts that are clean? I just threw a bunch of them in the laundry. But like her text messages have just been not fluid. Like she doesn't stay on one topic. She'll be like talking about my dad's birthday, then she'll be talking about like food, then the food that she wants like for when she comes home, because again, like, and it's just sort of been all over the place. So yeah, anyways, I've been trying to like untangle some of them and be like, okay, can we stay on one topic for like a little while? Because then she's like, okay, well, you guys are gonna have to go and get like birthday, like birthday, balloons or something like that from the dollar store. While you're at the dollar store, I'm also going to need this type of bandage if they have it, like the big like bandages or whatever, or like the like gauze sort of. I don't think she needs the gauze, but some type of bandage. I don't even know too. Some of the stuff isn't making sense because I'm like, the doctor should also like be telling her like what she needs, or relaying the information to my dad, who's been there at the hospital like for all of the visiting hours pretty much. So like, and he's like, I haven't heard anybody mention anything about, like, I think my mom's just coming up with some of the stuff that she thinks she is going to need, and not actually stuff that the doctors yet told her that she's going to need. Or if there's like special like, or like she might need that like way later down the line, like when the scar is still healing, but like I don't think she needs it when she first comes home. Like I'm thinking that they're gonna give her like medical stuff, for like, her incision and all that kind of stuff. Like I don't necessarily know, but a lot of the stuff I think are things that she's just coming up with and aren't actually things that the doctor's been saying. And so she keeps sending it all through text messages, and some of the stuff isn't making sense. And again, she is not feeling the best either. Things have been getting a little bit confusing too in some of the like text messages. And then I think like she's also been thinking that like she's been sending me text messages specifically that I think she also meant for like our family group text. And I was like, she's like sort of just all over the place right now. It's hard to communicate with her at this moment. And then on top of that too, she's like, my dad's like, she's been sleeping a lot. And so like, I think like she just randomly wakes up and then just starts like texting and is like, oh yeah, we need this stuff or that stuff, or, like, I don't know. It's just, I'm like, I'm gonna wind up forgetting something that she's telling me that she needs. I was like, as long as I guess she has food, we have this stuff for my dad's birthday. But then it's also tough too because like it's Memorial Day this week, so or this weekend, so like all of the like a lot of the grilling stuff's on sale, but it's supposed to be so cold still, guys. Like I am not looking forward to that. So anyways, our furnace is on right now. And like I said, the air conditioner was just on like 2 days ago. But I made my whole grocery list. I just finished doing that right now, which has been sort of a headache. I did a bunch of laundry because like I said, well, I did 2 loads of laundry because again, she was like, oh, when she was cleaning out her room, because they ended up moving the bed in their bedroom before she ended up leaving, because the TV is like off to the side of where they sleep instead of like right in front of them. So they wanted to move the bed around. My mom did, because she's not gonna be able to move her neck. So like, just for like situational, so they moved the bed to the other side of the room in their bedroom. And so when she was doing that, she found all these shorts, but I was like, when she comes home, she's not going to want to wear shorts. She's going, like, she doesn't even realize how cold it is right now, because when they left, it was when she went for her surgery yesterday morning, it was still like the house was, cold, but it was because it was the morning, like it wasn't like yesterday stayed at like 60 degrees pretty much all day, and today got colder, and tomorrow's supposed to get back up to 60, and then I think we're supposed to get maybe back up to like high 60s or 70 or something like that over this weekend. But my mom, I don't think realizes right now that like we have the furnace on in the house. Like she's gonna want sweatpants on and not shorts. But yeah, so anyways, like there's been like, I had to do all the laundry. I did a ton of dishes too, because the other thing, I will show you guys that actually right now. So on top of everything else too, I've just been like trying to make sure too that like stuff is picked up, because obviously like she can't hardly move her neck, so she can't even like look down to make sure she's not gonna trip over anything, all that kind of stuff. So like I've been trying to make sure too that everything is picked up and out of the way, all the dog toys, all that kind of stuff, everything. So I sort of just tidied up, and all the that light just went out. The light bulb and the lights. So I did all of that, and then I was actually, me and Jack today, because Matthew's gonna take me to well, 2 of the grocery stores. Well, no, I think 3 of the stores we have to go to tomorrow. I have to be at like 6 different stores, I think, in total tomorrow, or something like that. Or no, 7. Me and my dad are gonna go to Menards, Aldi and Jewel, and then Matthew's gonna take me Valley Produce, Caputo's, and then we're going to secretly go to Ace and also to the dollar store. So we have to also do all of that tomorrow. And so I was like, okay, well, he's gonna do that so Jack can help me with the refrigerator. This might not look like the prettiest refrigerator right now, but we cleaned the entire thing out. We actually took all of the what's it called, all of the drawers out, everything, took everything off, cleaned the whole thing down, like cleaned everything. So it is still sort of a little bit of a, like, you know, we have a lot of stuff in here, but it's actually much cleaner than it was. And so what I ended up doing was cut the watermelon up the other day. I made a bunch of really soft, very thin mashed potatoes for my mom. Jack actually learned how to peel potatoes today by doing that. And so he did that and then helped me clean the refrigerator while I let this pretty much actually simmer for the entire time we cleaned out the fridge, which was like actually probably over like an hour. So they were like really easy to mush up too. Then I thinned them down a lot with like milk. And then I cut up broccoli, cauliflower, salad, which I used our lettuce from the garden, and all of that. So that is all fresh from there. And like I said, just sort of cleaned everything up in here, but also did some produce prep too. I also cut up, I had 2 bell peppers, so I cut those up just for like snacks, and threw that in there as well. And then we've got like produce stuff and things like that also in there. And then our huge deli drawer of all of our meats and cheeses down in here. But I wanted to do that because I knew like my mom's gonna be coming home, so like I needed to make sure that there was gonna be room to put some of her like soft foods, like we'll probably get like extra Jello cups, pudding cups, things like that that she can have, applesauce. And I don't know if she likes it refrigerated or not. And so I was like, well, we need to make sure that there's room, because there was like absolutely no room. Like you couldn't even find a spot to shove something because there wasn't any room. Once I finally got everything organized, now there's more room. And like on top of that too, like I cut some of this stuff up so it's not like awkward shapes in there, like just the head of like cauliflower, it's cut up in a bin that's stacked on top of another bin sort of thing. So, and everything's like in the like, you know, slots and stuff like that. So anyways, yeah, but knowing that, like I said, she was going to be needing, I was going to make the mashed potatoes, and I was like, if I'm going to make the mashed potatoes, I'm going to need to find room for them in the fridge. So that was one of the other things I had to do. So yeah, and like I was saying about like, you know, pudding or Jello or applesauce, whatever, you know, she's gonna wind up having, you know, if she wants it refrigerated, that way it is in there. You know, we have room for it in there too. But then other things too, like yogurts, like, and that's the thing too, is that like she's not even really thinking about like foods that she could probably eat that would actually also be good. She's like ice cream and Freezy Pops. I was like, Mom, you can't eat ice cream and Freezy, like that's what I'm saying. Like right now she's not totally like with it after the surgery. Like she's like, yeah, I'm gonna need like Freezy Pops and ice cream. And I was like, what about some yogurt, maybe V8, you know, get those like fruits and veggies sort of like in there. You know, like I suggested like broth, you know, and you know, like either like bone broth or like, you know, chicken broth, you know, something like that. Right now she's just, you know, like thinking of like the first thing that pops into her head, which, you know, like I said, she did suggest plain SpaghettiOs because they're pretty like mushy, I guess, but like I still don't think that's like really, like it almost seems too solid to me. Like I don't really know too like what she can eat or anything like that. And they said like the first like 2 days will actually probably be okay, and then after that is when she might have problems like swallowing, because of like them having to do the surgery and everything like that. That's one of the other problems that she's sort of facing. Trying to think ahead is like, okay, cottage cheese is probably a good thing, yogurt's probably a good thing. She didn't even suggest Jello or pudding cups or anything like that. That was sort of my thought, which I did also want to double check because I thought we had some of those in here maybe already. Okay, we've got one thing of Jell-O, a cup, that is it. It looks like a ton of, what are these called? The little fruit little thingies. We've got a ton of those, and then one singular Jell-O cup. So like I said, I've been thinking ahead as to some of the things that she's probably going to, because like on top of that too, she's thinking like one day, like for one day I'm going to eat maybe nothing but ice cream, but like you can't survive on nothing but ice cream for like a whole week. So like we have to come up with some other things. I also don't know how long it's going to last where like she can't really eat solid foods either. You know, or until she can, or until she just feels comfortable to be able to do it too, because she might be like, oh, I can have like a little something, you know, or whatever. But yeah, so I've been, you know, because like I said, she's been giving all this random stuff and then asking for stuff that we already have too. She's like, and don't forget, you'll have to buy more Tylenol. I was like, we have Tylenol, like don't worry about that. You know, and so like I said, she's just like right now, like not even like going off of, I don't think what the doctor is telling her. I think she's just thinking up like stuff that she thinks she's going to need. So like I said, I have everything that she asked for plus extra stuff that I figured like those are probably going to be things that I know she eats, because she likes Jell-O cups, you know, pudding cups, that kind of thing. I know she likes that, so that's probably a good thing to put on the grocery list to go ahead and pick up. So a grocery list, or grocery haul that I'll probably share with you guys tomorrow might look a little funky just because there will be extra stuff on there for my mom, plus also all the sale stuff that's going on for Memorial Day, for the stuff also for my dad's birthday, because we're gonna probably be grilling, but like it's crummy outside. I don't really know that we want to even be outside. But again, stores have good sales on grilling stuff, so I don't want to pass any of that up this week especially too. So anyways guys, I'll share with you that in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys aren't new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.